Kia ora, I'm Stan and these are my two lovely little helpers, Rio and Ducky, sometimes known as Vienna. Now we're going to be making a few projects of stuff lying around the house, and today I'm going to be using this great looking pallet and we're going to be making a shelf in the shape of a surfboard. Now say that fast with a mouthful of marbles.
A shelf in the shape of a surfboard.
Okay, so one of the first things we need to do is start taking apart this pallet. Pull it up.
I did it! Mine's almost done too!
Pull it up, Dougie. So the next thing we have to do is take the nails out of our paint. So Rio, if you can whack those back through. One hand on the hammer there, Ree. Bring that back almost to the end. When you hit it, you want to bend from the wrist, not your elbows. You don't want to hit like that, you want to hit like that, okay? Okay, now I've selected out the three of the nicest pieces of timber out of our pallet. So we're just going to lay those out. And what I've got here is a couple of old bits of decking, and I've ripped them up into about 25mm wide, and I'm going to put those in between our boards. Now, if you didn't have a different type of timber, what you could do is just paint some lines in there if you like. So what we got to do next is glue and clamp this up. I could clamp this up and leave it overnight, but what I want to do is just put a couple of cleats on the back of it. That's going to hold it off the wall a little bit. It'll look quite good actually. Ready? Excellent. Okay, Rio, you grab that square, put that on our timber. How's that looking?
I think it's looking great.
What we need to do now is mark out the shape of our surfboard. What I'm going to use is the shape of one of my favourite surfboards. Let's use the radius of that board, mark around it. Okay, that's looking pretty good. So the next step is taking our trusty jigsaw and cutting out that shape and then giving it a sand up. Who's going to go first?
Me!
Right again. Awesome, give me 5 on that. Nice, your turn now, take your time, all right? Wow, I'm loving it. Nice job in the sanding, Ray.
I want a Sundays on it. I want to ride it.
You want to ride it? Okay, try your pop-up then. Battle, 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 battle. Bike cover, pop-up. Woo-hoo! So how many shells will we do, girls?
3.
3? Rightio. So let's measure our first one. Okay, so that's about 455mm. Let's chop that off with a handsaw. So what I think we'll do is put a little radius on that corner using my cup. Go right around to the top. Yep, that's it. Away you go, Rick. Nice. We'll give that a sand up and that's ready to go on. So the next thing we have to do is fix these up through the back. I'm just going to go 90 degrees off our stringer. Take that away and then we'll drill through from the front down. Now our next step is attaching our shelves. So to do that, I'm going to put some PVA glue on there. Just line that up. Next step is putting in our screws. Now I've got a 75mm screw to get through 2 layers of our timber into our shelf. Beautiful. All we have to do is exactly the same for the other 2 shelves. Give me 5. So what we've got here is some paint that I found left over in the shed. And I've just put about 50-50 about paint to water mix. So Rio, if you'd like to dip your little roller in there and just gently roll that out, and I'll start in the middle here. So just have a look at what paint you have got in the shed. I mean, this is a water-based paint, so obviously I've added a fair bit of water to it. Can be an interior or an exterior paint. So just make use of what you've actually got there. I've got paint all over me already.
Boy, can I paint you all white?
No, you cannot.
How about that?
Nah, get out of it, no. Thank you, girls. So that was a great great little project you can do at home with the kids. And you know what? It didn't cost a cent. And it really was